Hello, Sandersville families. This is Mr. Marsh from Sandersville with an April 3rd update. I want to share some resources to help you prepare and get ready for NTI, which begins next Monday, April 6th. Right now, I'm going to share resources with you that have lessons available for the first 2 weeks of NTI. And so that's for the week of April 6th and the week of April 13th. Many of you, I'm sure, are aware by now that the governor made a recommendation to close schools through May 1st, and our superintendent followed that recommendation. So we will have additional resources posted in coming weeks, but for now, we have 2 weeks of resources. So what you see right now is our Sandersville Elementary homepage. You can obviously search that or go through fcps.net to find the different schools that your children are associated with. But once you land on Sandersville, you'll see the first tab that we have at the top is an NTI tab. And so when you click on that, I will show you what the main page for our NTI looks like and point out a few resources for you. As it populates here, which you'll see in a second on the left, is a different tab for every grade level. All lessons are consistent across all the grade levels, so all kindergartners will be doing the same activity up through all fifth graders doing the same activity every day. And so when you find the appropriate tab for your student or for your students, you'll see that most grade levels have created an introduction letter for you so that you see get an overview of what the activities will be, and then specific activities for each day. Once you get in there, it's pretty self-explanatory. One thing that we made an additional tab that I want to point out at the bottom is our social and emotional learning tab. There are 4 activities in there for each of our 4 NTI weeks, but you only need to do one activity, or your student only needs to do one activity per week. So for example, if you have a kindergarten student, you'll click on the kindergarten tab within SEL, and for the first week, you'll just do the first activity. So if there's a day that seems lighter than others, you can go ahead and have your student do it that day. A few other resources that you'll notice in the middle of the page. This is the video I created last week that provides an explanation of what NTI is and what that means for Sandersville. There's also a tips for parents link here. So if you're really struggling on how you're going to tackle or approach NTI days, this is new for all of us. Many of us will be working from home while trying to support our student. There's some helpful tips there. And then finally, the last thing I'll show you are just reminders about the specifics of our NTI plan. Most of you should have received this in email, but I'll remind you that teachers are available. They have 6 office hours every day. And so for most, that's going to be 8 to 12 in the mornings and 1 to 3 in the afternoons. I want to point out and remind you that one action item for parents is please email your teacher no later than noon, or it says right here 9 a.m. on April 6th, to let them know that you have access to the materials. Our preference is that you access the materials online and print at home if needed, but we realize that that's not viable for all families. So we are having pickup times, packet pickup times, April 6th. That's from 7:30 to 9:30, 10:30 to 12:30, and 2 to 3:30. You'll just come to the front car line, pull all the way down, and we'll make sure that you get the packets that you need. The final thing I want to remind you of is Chromebook pickup. Right now, we're just opening that up for 2nd grade through 5th grade, but your teacher should have emailed you. These are for families that have a need. And so if you have internet access at your house but need another device, you'll get your packet in the front line, but we'll ask that you pull around to a parking spot, come in the front, and we'll have a system set up to where you're able to keep social distance. So explore the NTI page. You can always email me if you have questions. We hope that everyone's doing well. We miss our students, and we hope to see you soon. Have a nice day.